told me I had to do one on love. Yeah, and clearly that's going to be kind of a problem for somebody who's never even experienced it before. But, you know, I've had my share of crushes. So I guess I have a little experience in that department, little associate's experience with love. So I figured I would just put the pencil to the paper and whatever comes out, comes out. So here it is. Hope you like it because it's all I got. Figured I would open tonight with an exciting, epic crush story. And just so you guys know, a crush story is a love story without the love. And remember, this is a very personal, highly embarrassing story. Whatever you do, do not tell anyone. And don't laugh. All right. Well, when I first came to the youth group, I was hardly the slick charmer I am today. Yeah, I was shy. I mean, like, really shy. I mean, like, don't talk to anybody unless they have money or hard candy shy. And I was especially so when I was around my first crush, Miss Sheridan Burkett. Say hi, Sheridan. Smile for the camera.
Go ahead, son-in-law, talk to him.
So anyway, I was shy. I mean, like, as shy as she is around cameras. But that was okay because she never wanted to talk to me anyway. Yeah, but that didn't mean anything to me. I knew who I was going to marry. Yeah, I had made my decision, and I was determined to be loyal to her, so I made a strict rule. Do not date anyone unless her name is Sheridan. Otherwise, you'll break us up before we're even together. Yeah, but there was only one problem with that. I thought that any girl who talked to me wanted to date me. Yeah, so there was this one time that this one girl, and I'm not going to single this one out. She knows who she is. Yeah, she decided to try to make friends with the one guy who didn't have any. This guy. So she walks up to me after class is over one day and she's all like, "Hi, what's your favorite color?" And I'm thinking, okay, first, that isn't even really a guy question. And second, my future wife is waiting for me and I am not cheating. So I did the only thing I could think of to do in the moment. I just walked away. Oh, but she was a persistent little one. She continued to follow me and ask me random questions. I kept walking away until finally she had me backed into a corner. There was no escaping this time. And I was thinking, girl, I know what you're trying to do and you're not gonna do it. I decided I should say something to get her off my tail, so I said the one thing I could come up with in the moment. Don't even think about it. So now that everybody knows why I was always so lonely, I was totally flipping for Sheridan here, but I was too shy to ever talk to her, and she never talks to me, so life continued as usual until this one day. I was sitting at the back of the church this one morning, and then up walks Sheridan. And I'm like, no way she's gonna sit next to me, right? And she plopped herself right down in front of me. And the only thing I could say was... I may have been sheepish on the outside, but on the inside I was freestyle dancing to Toby Mac. did that for a couple weeks. And then about a month or two later, I get a phone call from, guess who? Sheridan. You're catching on? This time she was calling to find out if I wanted to come to Six Flags for her birthday. You remember what I said about freestyle dancing to Toby Mac? Woo! We've only ever spoken twice, and I've already got the first date. Whatever I'm doing, it must be working. So after that spectacle was over, I just had to know what it was that made her pick me over all of her other closer friends. And then she says,
"Oh, none of my other friends could come, so I just decided to call you."
And every ounce of confidence I had in that moment. So no, we still all managed to have a good time. And I'll tell you, I was waiting for that one ride where we were allowed to sit beside each other, and yeah, but Brother Burkett must have known what I was trying to do. He let us sit beside each other on one ride, Mr. Freeze. For those who don't know, Mr. Freeze is no tunnel of love.
He's on a roll.
This is great.
But you know, it was still fun. Trust me, there is no feeling on this earth like that of being vertically suspended in midair next to the girl you're flipping for.
Good.
Yeah, I had fun crushing. That is until youth camp.
Oh.
Ah, youth camp. You learn things about yourself, and sometimes about others that you never knew, and usually that you never really cared to know. This was one of those times. We were out taking our little bus ride home. There were some people asleep in the back of the van. And then Sheridan comes up to the empty seat next to me and she says,
Hey, do you mind if I sit by you?
No, not at all. So it was me, Chris, and Sheridan up there, and we were talking. And by that I mean that Chris and Sheridan were talking and I was listening. And we were having a good old time. And then Chris decided to ask me, who are you in love with? Oh. And somehow I just felt obligated to answer that, but of course I was right in front of Sheridan. But then I got this crazy notion in my head. What if she likes me back? And if she does, and she finds out I like her, then, you know. So I just decided to say it. It's Sheridan. And she picked up her little pillow and she ran off to the back of that van as quick as she could. I'm like, so I guess she doesn't like me back then? I could barely think, man. The only thing I could hear was laughter. But anyway, while I will not divulge whether that is a true story or not, you better keep your mouth shut too, Sheridan. I will say that she and I are back to friend status. The crush has been crushed. She's saying all for. To be crushed, I had to be crushed first. Well, anyway, we're cool now. I have yet to be invited back to Six Flags. But anyway, I've moved on. And speaking of moving on, I believe it's time for whatever we have planned next. Brother Keeler, back over to you.